What's up? Welcome to North America Show. Host Rob Noor. This is not a real stream in the sense that this is just YouTube only, and I'm messing around with some things. So, trying to figure out some custom emojis that we're trying to put on here. How to raid someone on YouTube that's live is something that I'm trying to do. So we're going to be messing around here. So the first thing I was wondering is, do you all know how the emojis work? Because I don't, right? Or I didn't. So I've done some research. First, I have to give a shout out to Chickenfoot. Chickenfoot works with the Crucible. He's helped me many times in the past. So I got to give a shout out to him. Also want to give a shout out to, let me make sure I get this name right. Legion on Discord, who sent me a bunch of GIFs and pictures to use as emojis. So I want to give shout outs to them. Can you all see? All right, so I see someone got the Rob GPT one. Let me pull up my YouTube. I'm just looking at this on Restream. So let me pull up my YouTube and see. Are those emojis working for people? Do people know how to find pictures? There we go. Yeah. So I got some new ones. If you know how to go, if you're a member and you know how to go check, you could see where those emojis are. There's also, what's up, Brock? Thank you for the gifted sub. The Rizzle gets a gifted sub. Thank you so much. There we go. Sparky's on it. Nice. Now, how's that show up on my... You can see on the Restream chat the way that it comes up there. It looks like garbage that you're seeing on the screen, just like jumbled garbage. But yeah, there you go. Now the next thing I'm gonna need for the members there. So I know a lot of people have some really cool interactions with their community. I think the Crucible does it really well. They throw tomatoes at people. We're testing the new emojis that I put up. I'm going to try to raid someone, to try to test how to do the raid. What I wanted to do was, I wanted to figure out how to live stream vertically as well. Okay. Chickenfoot's giving me some... Thank you, man. Cool as... All right, so there's some that are hard to read. So I'll mess around and I'll change these emojis. But I'm happy that I figured out how to at least get on that. So then I'm going to try testing at some point here how to raid someone. But I need an idea of something that we could use when we're all shaming someone. Maybe it'll just be shame. But something that was unique to the channel. So I'll come up with some ideas. As always, anyone who wants to send me ideas for any sort of things, emojis, things like that, members only streams, or an idea for my 10,000 sub stream. Now, I have to be honest, the special 10,000 sub stream is probably going to be after the holidays. I'm going to be pretty booked up on a lot of my... This is like my only day off to mess around in a long time. Next week, I got sort of Christmas with my family, my parents, and then... I have a lot of Christmas stuff to do at work, and then it'll be right into Christmas with my wife and my son. So, yeah, Tom Fullery's the one that gave me the idea. Let me ask you all this, right? I trust you all that are here. Screw those, the 17 people that are watching on YouTube right now. We all know you're the best. Everyone else sucks. They're all shit. So just between us, what do you think about that? Is that shit? Is it cheap to try to stream on YouTube vertically while at the same time streaming horizontally? The idea behind it's this: the vertical stream, which I would not prefer, apparently shows up on the YouTube Shorts feeds, and so it's reaching a different audience than the regular horizontal feed that you're seeing here. Does it seem cheap or somehow gaming the system in an unethical way to try to stream both of those simultaneously? I don't know. To me, there's something about it that feels crappy, but I just don't know. Insult their small PPS. let's not cast stones. That uh, yeah, it's more exposure and it makes the audience larger, which is good. But I don't want to do anything that's somehow ethically questionable. I have no idea how to do it though. Ethics in YouTube, I know. Weird of me. I already feel bad enough because people were basically claiming that I tried to dox this guy the other night. I didn't see it as such. I just think that if you're accusing someone of being a coward and a bad Christian because they don't believe in executing gay people, then you probably shouldn't have an anonymous name. But I wouldn't ever force someone out. Anyways, so I already feel bad. Believe it or not, this is the type of shit that like keeps me up with my channel. Like, the two things that I regret all the times, like, in the middle of the night, I'll wake up after a debate, even a debate I did well in, and I'll be like, shit, I should have said this. That happens. And then sometimes when I feel like I go over the line, sometimes, yeah, Firsty, I'm going to try it. But I'm not sure. Bro, you're screwing an audience members just fishing for. Oh, well, thank you, Sparky. Yeah. So I'm gonna try to figure this out. So I looked at a couple articles, and I don't know how to do it simultaneously. So I found out I could do it on my phone. So I think I could stream live right now, in a short feed on my phone. Let's try this. Right? We'll try to do it via my phone. So I think what it suggests is I bring up shorts, then I pause a video, and then I click go live from here, maybe? But that sounds stupid. I'm not going to stream to a camera and to my phone simultaneously, right? That'd be stupid, right? I don't know. But anyways, I'm going to wait for Tom Foolery to give me the advice on how he does it. He said he would help me out. But that's ultimately the goal. We're gonna try to do something like that. I put up a short. I did a little. You know, one of the things I'm trying to do is understand the need to engage. Look, while we're just doing it, yeah, Sean was great last night. I enjoyed talking to him. I really do. So, while it's just us here, just us few, we'll talk about a couple things. Like, I gotta be honest. Like, I talked about this a little last night. There are times I don't like streaming, right? Here's my worldview in a nutshell. I love life. I love my family. I think I'm one of the luckiest people in the world. I just genuinely, in my real life, try to just be nice to people. Now, I'm not saying this as a criticism to the people that are Christian nationalists. I do think they have a point that sometimes the whole, well, Jesus is just a hippie and be nice to everyone thing, I understand that quickly plays itself out. I get that. And when you're talking about what should policy be, what direction should culture be going, I get all of that. But I just mean, when I'm at the checkout lane, I try to be nice to the lady that's running the checkout. When I'm in line at store, I try to be nice to all the people around me. When I have to go to a wedding and there's a bunch of left-wingers there that hate my politics, I try to be the one that's like, oh, I get it, and I try to smooth things over. Mileage may vary, people may be different on that, etc. I really don't want a world where I have to think that the people that I'm dealing with on stream here are people that want to use violence against me or against people they disagree with, or people that like want to commit harm to people who are racially different than them, or that are gay, like the guy that called in and said that we need to stone all gay people. I don't like that shit. I didn't like doing the streams after the assassination attempt at Trump. I don't like that. I just don't. I want to come on and argue about politics and what I think is corruption in our system and keep it to that. I don't really like to get into the personal drama and stuff. And then I mentioned this a little last night, I don't really want to get into the yelling about OnlyFans and stuff like that. it's not that I disagree with the people that do that or think that they're bad people. I'm not saying any of that. I like some of that content as much as anyone. It's not for me. But I am also realizing there is a certain level of engagement that comes with drama. You know? It's just true. Every time I do a video where I bring up some drama with a left-winger, it gets more engagement. It's just true. Now, I don't think I'm doing it in an unethical way. I'm not talking about their personal life necessarily. I'm just like, here's a shit argument they made. And I don't know. My gut feeling is stay away from that stuff. But then on the other hand, it's like, well, it is how I really believe. So, I put a YouTube short up earlier. We'll see if I can bring it on screen for you. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. Get the old screen capture working here. Mm-hmm. All right. So we'll listen to this. Left-wing streamer Destiny wants to know, where are all the right-wingers at that are debating people? Well, the truth is we're out there. You see, Destiny wouldn't know that, though, because anytime he gets schooled by a right-winger in a debate like me, what he does is he puts them on a blacklist, or he blocks them on places like X, because he gets tired of getting shown up, so he only goes in to debate people that he thinks it'll somehow have some benefit to him, some larger channel, or he'll debate people that he's confident that he'll be able to bully around with the normal tactics that he uses. But when it comes to competent people that are able to school him in debates, well, then he acts like a crybaby and rage quits like the last time he did with me, and then makes excuses after the fact. He doesn't want people in his orbit associating with people that smack him around in debates, and that's why he's so big on putting these blacklists, which is all fine. He has the right to do all of this, but please don't act like a tough guy that right-wingers are the ones that are unwilling to debate. You only debate people when you see a strategic advantage for you, or when you know it's people could bully around. If it's people that school you like me, all of a sudden it's blacklist, baby. So, I mean, I think for me, that sort of content's okay. But, like, First Tees, or who was it that said, don't shit on Destiny for being blatantly immoral. I just don't, listen, there are all sorts of, I'll tell you right now, there are tons of people that I find to do things that I think are immoral. Obviously, there's threshold differences of things that are more immoral. I just don't care. I just don't. I don't care. Again, I have the same shit. I have people, you wouldn't believe the DMs I get. Why do you hang out with Andrew Wilson? Why would you do a video with Tom Foolery? Why would you do a video with this person? Don't you know? What's your comment on this, on their situation that they did? Oh, you did a video on the Groypers. What's your commentary on this? I just don't give a shit. I don't care. I don't really have this, all I know about the Destiny tapes are it shittily appeared in my X feed, which is a greater problem for me individually. I'm tired of seeing things like pornography pop up on my X feed. I fucking hate that. You'll be sitting, on a public platform, you're sitting on a park bench or something, you're just like, let's see what's going on. Because I think X is the best place to find current events and news. So you're just scrolling, and then all of a sudden there's pornography. So that sucked. That all of a sudden I see this video of Destiny, like a sex video of Destiny. I want to see that shit. I saw it for 2 seconds. I was like, what the fuck? That was it. I feel bad anytime anyone's intimate videos like that get released. There's a question as to whether or not Destiny had the consent of the people whose those videos were released to in the first part. Probably not. I don't know, though. I'm only aware, I've only personally seen 2 seconds of one sex video of his. So what's my commentary? I'm not going to actively go out and search for this shit. If he did that, that's terrible and it's wrong. It still doesn't justify, and it's still a greater level from releasing a video to a third party, which is shitty and disgusting if it's not with the person's consent. But it's even worse to release it to the general public. So I don't know what sort of commentary I could add that's adding to the conversation that you don't already have many, many right-wingers doing. Anyways, I think I'm a damn good debater. I think I'm biased because I'm me, so I like the arguments I'm making, but I think I'm one of the best sort of right-wingish debaters out there. Right? But I'm not going to get opportunities to go on Piers Morgan. I'm not. Because my channel's just not big enough. It doesn't matter that if you ask Destiny who's the hardest people you debate, I'm going to be at the top of the list. Doesn't matter if you ask Andrew Wilson and he says the same thing. They're going to get opportunities and I'm not. Not that they're not talented, they are, especially Andrew. But the deciding factor is they got a big platform. Well, how do you get a big platform? Well, there's all sorts of things they do that I don't, that I could do. Like they're more consistent. They don't have a job. This is their full-time job, right? Unfortunately, I'm a 40-year-old guy with a wife and a kid. You know, I'm not willing to jump off that cliff and say, yeah, I'm going to quit my job. Good luck. I hope I get a lot of super chats this month or we're not eating. I can't do that. Right? So, I don't know. I'm torn where I do think that there's content to be had that's not going to make me feel uncomfortable. Like, I think there is content to be had outside of politics, just like whether it be doing stupid gaming streams or stupid karaoke streams or stuff like that. That I think hopefully like members or my audience would appreciate. I'm hoping. And I don't think it's wrong to wade in on cultural issues. But I don't think I could be that guy. I don't think I'd be good on the whatever podcast. I just don't think. So I don't know. That's sort of the spot I'm in. So I'm really trying hard. My New Year's resolution this year, it's going to be three things. The one's a little more personal, but it's just to be a better father and husband. But the other two things are, I got to get this back situation sorted out with me. So I'm going to start different types of yoga exercises and stuff with my back, trying to improve my back. And along with that, trying to lose some more weight, which I did all right this year, but I want to lose some more weight. And the other thing is focusing on my channel and sort of putting out better content and reaching more people. So that's basically. So I'm trying to come up with ideas. How do I continue to and the only way that I'm going to put out good content is if it's stuff that I'm liking myself, because the days where I'm on here and it just feels like drudgery, like I take call-ins and I got to deal with people that are like, you know, I think we should stone all the gay people. Like that, I don't even know what to say to this shit. And I don't want to, like, I'm caught between this rock and a hard place, or like the 19th Amendment. Like, how many times am I going to have to debate that I think women should have the right to vote? You know? But I also don't want to silence people when I say, hey, as long as within terms of service, it's a call-in show, you can talk about anything you want. So I'm in this weird place where it's like, okay, this is what everyone wants to talk about. Ozempic into the aorta. There we go. But at the same time, I'm just kind of bored with it. And I don't know. I need a screener. I don't think I'm big enough to have a screener. So, anyways, that's just sort of where I'm at today. So I got those new emojis up. So I hope people appreciate that. You know, I've been talking. I was like, do members only streams. And I had people reach out to me. It's like, actually, members only streams, not a good idea. Because what happens is they end up being far smaller. And then the members feel like, well, this is kind of a boring stream because instead of having 150 people watching that I can interact with, I got 20. Would Cenk turn me away? I reach out to people all the time. It was a miracle that I got on Tim Pool's show. I made good relationships with Tim. I think thinks I'm fine. I don't think he has a problem with me. But the people around Tim, like his producers and stuff, I kept in contact with. I don't know how many of them are with Tim anymore. I don't know who to contact to get back on Tim's show. I message people all the time. Here's some big names I messaged. Like, I'll just go through a list here. There's people on the right that were bigger than me. So the only one that's giving me the time of day is Andrew Wilson. You had someone like Lauren Southern. Lauren, I go through a big, long story of things with Lauren Southern. This is before any story with her in relationship with Destiny. I don't give a shit about any of that. But before any of that, I wanted to just do a show shooting the shit with her at one point. She had a producer named Samantha Banana. Samantha asked me if I would be willing to do a white people issues panel, which I was like, it's not really my thing, but sure, I'll join a panel like that. And then Samantha said that Lauren couldn't do it, so it'd be Samantha hosting it. I said, that's fine. Then Samantha said, oh, never mind, I can't do it, so can you host it, Rob? So I ended up hosting a white issues panel on my channel, which is super off-brand for me. One, to host a panel other than the arena, and second, to do a white person's panel. But I was like, whatever, I'll help someone out. Then I also did these Odyssey Games things for Lauren Southern. The whole time Samantha's like, yeah, we'll get you on Lauren's show someday. Never happened. Then, after the assassination attempt, Lauren Southern had a Spaces where Destiny came on after the comments he made, and he was wrecking a bunch of people on the space that didn't know how to argue against him. I came on the space, totally changed the whole tone of it. You could tell from Destiny's voice that he knew, Rob's bringing receipts. Argued with him for about 20 minutes. After that, someone sent me a clip. Lauren called into Destiny's show, and she's like, you don't think any right-winger is good enough to debate you? He's like, well, there's one, that Rob Noor guy, but no one knows who he is. I messaged Lauren, said, hey, I'd love to come on the show. She said, yeah, what would you want to talk about? I said, I'd like to talk about just why we need to tone down the rhetoric and like sort of cheering for assassinations and shit like that's bad, no matter what side you're on. Never heard back from her. Okay? Tim Pool's team, same thing. Dave Smith, who I like Dave Smith a lot. Andrew Wilson reached out to me, said, could you moderate a debate between me and Dave Smith? I said, sure. I don't think Dave did particularly well in that debate, but as a moderator, I'm not stepping in unless I have to. I tried my best to facilitate the debate moving on. I don't think I did anything wrong. Messaged Dave Smith and his people probably a dozen times afterwards. Haven't heard word one from them. Jimmy Dore, never heard back from him. Message him probably once a month. And then Black Elk, my producer, he messages a bunch of people. So it's so weird. I could get a congressperson to come on my show, but I can't get moderate-sized right-wingers. Adam and Sitch, I messaged them dozens of times before they brought me on the first time. We had a little contentious ending to that. Then I messaged them after that. They didn't want to talk to me. Then all of a sudden they wanted me to come on P.F. Jung's show with them. So I did. A little frustrated with how that platform was. No offense to P.F. Jung or Sitch, but it was a little bit frustrating. And, is that you, Hank? But they haven't reached out to me after that. So I don't know. I just don't have, Yeah, I did Culture War and IRL. So, I don't know. That's where I'm at. Anyways, I'm going to be streaming tonight, so I'm going to get out of here. What I'm going to try to do now is redirect you all to another live stream. I'm going to see if I can figure out how to do this. So, does anyone see anyone live that they think it would be interesting to redirect to? I don't like that on YouTube. I don't see a way to just look at current live videos, which is a little strange. But no one I know is streaming live on YouTube right now. But I really want to test this out. Yeah, by the way, I'm in a great mood. If the channel, look, the nice thing about my life is this is a hobby for me. Viva Frey's on live now? Cool. Yeah, Viva's good. I don't know why I'm not subscribed to him. Oh, good. He's got Mike Benz on too. Let's see if I can figure this out. So, if my channel would completely collapse tomorrow, my life's still going to be really good. So, I'm not that worried about it. To redirect my live stream viewers, go to YouTube Studio. Okay. We're there. Next. Click on Content. Got it? Details. Got it? Add. Okay. Well, let's see. Choose a. All right. So we're going to try to send you over to Viva Frey where Mike Benz is on. Hopefully that works out. What I would like to do is my friends, like if Aircraft Sparky's streaming, if the Crucible's streaming, I'd like to be able to redirect my audience, just like on Twitch, to their channels is what I would like to do. So I'm really trying to learn this. So, all right. Thank you guys so much. I know this wasn't the normal politics stream. We're going to do a normal stream tonight, probably between 7 and 8 p.m. So this was just me testing out some stuff. I'm going to go downstairs and hang out with my family for 7 hours, watch Christmas movies, hang around with the Hank man. So thank you guys, though. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoy those new emojis. We're going to try to really, I think if people are going to be generous enough to donate memberships and to spend money on me through membership, it's incumbent on me to have some material for those members. So can I hang on for 2 minutes? Sure. What do you need, old Joe? Real quick, man. Neo Jackass says, no, not Viva. Sorry. Old Joe's typing some, so we're going to wait for him for a minute. Am I missing anything else? Why does this happen? All right, let's see. Oh, no problem. Thanks, old Joe. Old Joe's sending money. Yeah, I can stick around for money. Oh, one other thing is I'm going to get a post office box. How far is Penn State going in the playoffs? James Franklin seems to choke in the big games, so I wouldn't be surprised if they lose initially. But there's no doubt that they have the most favorable path, who is at SMU and then Boise. So, I mean, we'll see. Anything could happen, but I wouldn't be surprised if they choke the first game. I honestly don't follow college football that much, though. I am going to get a P.O. box because enough people send me things. I just got Scott Horton's book in the mail last night. It's probably a good idea to not use my actual address for my mailbox that comes right in my house. So I used to have a P.O. box. So I'm going to be doing that. And if people want to send me, instead of giving money in ways such as YouTube chats, memberships, things like that, because YouTube takes a portion of that money, or PayPal, which PayPal takes a portion of that money. Though PayPal's I think I get a much higher cut than I do on YouTube. I will have a P.O. box, so you'll be able to send me checks or books or gifts or angry letters or whatever you like via that platform. Thanks so much, old Joe. $27, $28. Thank you, man. You're the best. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Really means a lot. I got $620 to get my car inspected here, so that's on my agenda here. And then, of course, even though we're pretty well to do when it comes to Christmas, there's always more Christmas stuff to buy for the man Hank. This dude, like, I'm sure anyone with kids knows how this works. Thanks, old Joe. We asked the guy, like, what do you want? And he wants a bicycle. He wants, a bunch of other things. And we're like, cool. So we got him all that stuff. Then when he meets Santa Claus last weekend and Santa's like, what do you want? He's like, a giant Play-Doh set. And I'm like, oh, we didn't get a giant Play-Doh set. So Santa Claus is going to have to find a giant Play-Doh set before Christmas here. So I do appreciate the donations. I really do. All right. Let me know, Joe, Raceland, furthermore, Sparky, if any of you are still on. Sparky, if you're still on, give me a shout. I'm going to end the stream. Let me know on my Discord, anyone who's watching right now, if it does redirect you to Viva Frey's stream. So I think it says I just end the stream and it should auto redirect you there. That's what I'm hoping. So let's see if that happens. Let me make sure I save that. So, all right, here we go. Thank you so much. We'll see you all this evening. As always, have a good one.